Is that what
takes me back.
You know, I seen them in concert.
Are they good?
Oh, they're amazing, bro. But I saw them when I was like, it was on my birthday, like my 27th birthday or something, and it was at Mile High. It was them, Kid Rock, Korn, System of a Down, and Power Man 5000.
You couldn't have paid me to go to that show.
Why?
Because I don't think I know a single song by any of those bands other than Metallica.
You don't know anything about Kid Rock or Korn?
I can't think of anything that I know by Korn.
Freak on a Leash?
I know the Richard Cheese version. That's the only one I know. And I have a lot of Richard Cheese on this iPod, too.
You're thinking of Disturbed, then. Come on down with the sickness. Fuck
no, he's got a version of Freak on the Leash.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Richard Cheese is his shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Adam? He basically takes any song, Snoop Dogg, Korn, whatever. You play a little Richard Cheese.
I've got Richard.
I think I've heard of him.
Richard Cheese.
Yeah.
Remember Eric Greer? You know Eric Greer when he ran Country Liquor? He used to play Richard Cheese. It has all the songs. I'm going to be right back, so play that.
Okay. We're up and running. You'll have to turn it up so you can hear, though.
Okay, ready? Start over?
Yeah.
You're not
it's
missing
like
anything.
the cocktail lounge version. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you've heard it, you just didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much. Yeah. I've heard him do different songs.
The stuff that he's got on YouTube from his live shows will rock your world, dude. I only have one ear. Can you hear him singing?
Not no.
Okay. It must be the output there. Yeah. Well, never mind then. You know what we're.
Yeah.
Wonder if some of these others have it. Yeah, forget it.
I realize that Moose talks a lot because there's been a lot of dead air since he left.
Since I talk, you know me, I like to talk. You know, when Adam first started at Budweiser, he was very quiet and very shy, and they were like, "Well, we'll just put you in the truck with old Moose, and you're going to talk whether you like it or not, and that's how it goes. Because I'm going to talk to you." So it's what were we talking about earlier?
Richard Cheese.
I love Richard Cheese. Which song was it by Korn? Was that the one we was listening to? Freak on a Leash?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the original story. We go to, it's called Summer Sanitarium. I live in Pueblo, and this is back in the day. Now when you go to concerts, you go online, you buy the tickets, you know, blah, 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 easy as cake. Back when I wanted to go see concerts, you went to a Ticketmaster, you waited in line, right? And we went to this Metallica concert. This line was huge, and what they did is everybody drew a ticket. And the first 100 people got in line, and you could buy a total of 8 tickets. And there was 8 of us, or 10 of us. I'm sorry, maybe it was 10. And whoever drew the best number would just get the tickets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is how you did it. We camped out overnight. This is the stuff, like, maybe I didn't have an appreciation for when I was younger. When your parents say some of the stuff they did, like even the hippie days, whatever, and how you're like, why would you do that? That sounds like it would suck. For me, that's a great memory for me. You know, I sat in the Greeley Mall all night in the hallway by the, God damn, it wasn't a Sam Goody, but whatever it was, the Music Man or whatever, to buy tickets at Ticketmaster. That's just what we did. Or Budget Tapes and Records had it here. Huh. You know what I mean? Did you ever do that?
They had a ticket. No, we never got any shows. I mean, the closest show that you could get to, okay, the biggest show to ever come to anywhere close to my town where I was growing up was Alice in Chains. And they canceled the show because Lane Staley OD'd again. You know,
again.
You know, so, and like we were all surprised. I mean, we weren't, but so then
he's not as bad as old boy from Stone Temple Pilots, is he?
I think he was worse.
Okay,
yeah, I think he was much worse. But anyway, so I mean, because Scott Weiland only just went to rehab, he wouldn't OD.
Sure,
but Lane Staley would OD.
He's not a loser.
You don't know him, so. There was that one, and then Megadeth came to the Cotillion Ballroom in Hutchinson.
Where Hutchinson?
Kansas.
Okay.
Kansas.
They came, and my folks wouldn't let me go to that one. And I remember all my friends got tickets to Alice in Chains, and my folks wouldn't let me go. And then I was so sad. I was all upset. Hey, they won't let me go. I'm 17. I'm an adult now. And then they all got stuck with the price of the ticket because Lane Staley OD'd. You know, they all had
They didn't refund tickets?
It took them a while to get their money. I think they did eventually get their money back, but that was it. We didn't. I mean, Rush came one year, but other than the free concerts, which there were never any big headliners.
Yeah, it's that Metallica concert. It was my birthday, and we were staying in this horrible hotel, and there was 10 of us, and my buddy Tim came from Brush, and Tim's pretty straight edge, but he was in his first marriage, and it wasn't going well. It was kind of going down the tubes, and he just wanted to get away. So we went, and he got hammered, and I got hammered. The other 8 people we were with all started tripping LSD.
Oh boy!
Right, this is the crowd I'm keeping right now, and I remember it was so bad. My buddy Kelly, God rest his soul, passed away a couple years ago. My best friends, I just love Kelly. I miss him every day. But he was dating Aubrey when they were married, but at the time they were only dating, and I had to pee really bad. I'm not a small man. So I'm walking up the stairs at Mile High, and I'm just like running into people and like balancing myself on just like people, and they look at me. And in my life, my size has got me out of a lot of ass kickings. You know what I mean? And Aubrey slaps Kelly. She's like, "Go with him, make sure." And Kelly, he's on LSD. He doesn't know. I remember I was in the bathroom, and Metallica, I can just hear him wailing out there, and I'm starting to slide down the wall as I'm being. And Kelly goes, "Man, you laying this shit, bud. You're on your own. I'm not touching you. I'm not getting you." "Yes, you will. You're my boy, man. I love you."
I bet the floor was terrible.
It was. I didn't quite make it that far because he ended up grabbing me and kind of helped me pull me up. It was a bad deal, but the concert was phenomenal, bro. It was phenomenal. Metallica came out for 2 encores. They had jets flying over. It was awesome. I can't imagine nowadays. I mean, I don't know a band. We're going to wrap this up here pretty quick, but I don't know a band nowadays I would want to go see in that. Do you have one?
No, except for the old bands that still go back out and tour. For example, Greeley Stampede, there's talk that they may get either Ted Nugent or Whitesnake.
All right.
I know how you feel about Whitesnake, but for me that'd be a dream come true. Motley Crue, yes, but bands that are still recording and releasing albums that sell. I'm not counting, some of the like Firehouse with their 6th album. Come on, after the second album, is there anything worth buying?
Did you like Nickelback?
Like Nickelback. Not ashamed to say it. That's a good rock band.
Me too. I like Nickelback.
They catch a lot of crap though.
Oh, because it's popular too. See, I made the joke. I have this joke I do because the new Batman versus Superman, it's going to be Ben Affleck. People are all upset that Ben Affleck's going to be Batman
because he's a douche.
Well, I mean, whatever. He didn't ruin Daredevil. That's here nor there. But it's my joke that it's just popular to hate some people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said I hope Ben Affleck's Batman. I hope Dean Cook is the villain and Nickelback does the soundtrack just so everybody has something to fucking
Who's Dean Cook?
Dane Cook.
Oh, gotcha. I know who Dane Cook is.
It's popular to hate him too. And and people I think hate him. I'm not big on his stand up either.
I don't think he's funny.
I like his movies. I do enjoy the movies he's in. I really do. I don't think he's great on stage either, but I mean, the guy worked his ass off to get where he's at. You got to respect that, and that's what people hate. You know what I mean? People like him that are not afraid to chase their dream, not afraid to do what it takes to get there, usually are the people who are afraid hate. You know what I mean? Just because he set out to accomplish something, he did it. You know what I mean? I say congratulations, Dane Cook.
Congratulations, Pauly Shore.
Yeah, well, when your mom owns a comedy store, I think you have a leg up anyway.
Yeah, I was just going to say, congratulate. I wanted to hear some grats for Pauly Shore.
Are you a Pauly Shore fan?
No.
I mean,
but I do laugh at the movies.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I've never seen his stand-up. Have you, Adam?
Yes, I have seen some Pauly Shore stand-up, and it's not stellar.
Adam?
It's not great.
No, I haven't seen him do stand-up.
No, me either. When I worked at DFA, I worked with Jeff, and his parents were going to see Pauly Shore in Denver, and I go, wow, really? It's like it didn't occur to me that you would do that, like, on purpose. So the movies were great. I mean, when we were younger, how many times did you quote those damn movies? Encino Man is really one of the greatest, man.
Great, just great. And Son-in-Law. I laughed 100 times more at Son-in-Law than I did at Encino Man.
What's the woman in there, the girl? What's
Carla Gugino?
She is gorgeous. To this day. Oh,
I don't know.
She's still pretty hot, man.
I'm not going to say she's not attractive. Some actresses don't age a day and then all of a sudden they age 20 years in one.
I think she's attractive now. I mean, what's she been in lately?
Nothing that I can recall.
Yeah, I've just seen her in something.
She was in that one comic book movie. Remember that?
You got to narrow that down.
There for a while they made those. Like Sin City, wasn't she in Sin City? She had a little bit part in Sin City.
Yeah, she got decapitated, right? So she was.
She got decapitated.
No, she was in that Spider-Man Comes to Save Her, or he's anyway. Yeah, no, I think
that was one of the worst movies I ever saw because everybody built it up.
They're making a second one.
Didn't they already?
Oh, maybe it's out. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's got bigger or whatever.
It's the greatest ever. And everybody said, you got to go and see it. And I said, well, what's it like? I don't know. I can't even explain. So I rented it, and it was a complete waste of money.
Yeah, well,
I don't get it. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
It's all right. I mean, it's not. It's supposed to be edgy and different. You know what I mean? I think people just sometimes just like that list. I mean, look at my knowledge of something, or look how different this is, and it's gonna be cool to like it. I don't know. I get mainstream with a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah, I don't.
I give people more credit for liking something that's mainstream, and they admit that they like it. Like someone who has a bunch of buddies that all hate Nickelback, but he's man enough to say, you know what, I like them. I like the music.
I like Nickelback.
Then somebody who says, I hate all that stuff because it is mainstream. Now listen to this crappy band because I am the coolest hipster because I like it because it's not cool.
How do you define hipster?
Have you ever been to Portland?
No.
That is the city where hipsters rule.
But, I mean, if you had to define hipster, I'm not trying to poke at you, but Adam, do you know how to define hipster?
No, that's why I'm looking it up.
Okay, hipster, yeah, I will give you an idea. Okay. First of all, nobody
skinny jeans and they hate everything.
Nobody ever admits to being a hipster who actually is. They will never.
Can I stop you real quick? Yeah. For me, it's the equivalent of when you talk football, people throw around the word bandwagon fan. Whenever your team's winning, you're a bandwagon fan, right? Hipster, I think, this is my own opinion. I don't know really what it is defined, but I think it's something people just throw around not knowing what it is.
Okay. Well, this is my take on it.
Okay, all
right. For one thing, you don't own a car, but you have a cool bicycle that costs like $800 because it's old. Okay. You have you wear horn-rimmed, very trendy glasses that cost about $700, but all the rest of your clothes came from a thrift shop.
Okay.
You don't have an actual look besides skinny jeans and canvas shoes other than the day that you weave a lunchbox into your hairdo and wear a tutu, and that's totally awesome. You don't like any band that could ever be possibly heard on the radio, but you're a totally huge fan of this band from up the street because they are up and coming.
Okay.
So you hate everything that everybody's heard of and like everything that nobody else has ever heard of. And as soon as that becomes cool, it becomes uncool for you to listen to it. You think that PBR is still the best beer in America? I think everybody knows it's crap, but it's PBR is hipster beer. You really stand for love and equality in America, but you just aren't exactly sure what it is. You stand for nothing. That's it. There. You stand for absolutely nothing. Nothing has any meaning, and that is the meaning of everything.
Okay. No, I agree a lot.
Does that help? That's
how many comics in Denver use the word hipster, Adam?
Oh, all the time. I mean, it's.
I mean, they always talk about the hipsters. This and they kind of some of them make fun of them, some of them don't. I mean, I guess it's my own ignorance. I don't know what a hipster is.
There aren't any here in Morgan County, buddy.
Maybe not, but there's a lot of comics that they're like, all these hipster comics. They're always talking about the other hipster comics, and I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck that means. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Yeah, if they're wearing a trilby,
what the hell's a trilby?
It's like a trilby's like an Indiana Jones hat.
Jack's my daddy.
A trilby's like an Indiana Jones hat, but it just has a real short brim.
Okay, like a fedora.
Yeah, but a fedora has a longer brim and a pinch crown up front. A trilby has a really short brim, maybe like an inch or two at the most.
Like the old British guys wear, like Charlie Chaplin.
No, that's a bowler.
Okay.
It has kind of a football shaped crown on the top. Are you showing him a picture of a trilby?
Yeah.
This looks like a fedora, dude.
But a fedora has a longer brim. There is a difference.
You know who would know that?
Who?
Hipster.
No, a hipster would call the trilby a fedora. They wouldn't know that.
All right.
I know.
I found the Urban Dictionary.
Okay, what's it calling the hipster?
Okay.
Urban Dictionary or Wiki?
No, Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
It says a hipster. Okay, hipsters are a subculture of men and women, typically in their 20s and 30s, that value independent thinking, counterculture, progressive politics, an appreciation of art and indie rock, creativity, intelligence, and witty banter.
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, that's exactly what you said. Good call, man. No, I'm impressed. That you pretty much. I mean, that's a technical term, but you took the long way there. But But
I
you-
did go the long way around the barn. didn't
But
I?
you got there. I mean,
Then it goes on. It says, although hipsterism is really